Hi Collective, welcome to Ethereal and Tarot. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. It's Thursday. We are almost to the weekend, y'all. Okay, so quickly before we get into the cards, I just want to say a big welcome to everyone who has come over and supported this channel. This channel is brand new, so thank you very much. If you are new to this channel, please check out my first channel, Sacred Wisdom Oracle Tarot. There's, almost 200 readings over there. Both channels are pretty new, so I do appreciate the support and the likes. It's a free way of giving back to the channel, and it's very much appreciated. It gets these messages out to others and tells the algorithm that you like my content. So I appreciate the support, okay? Is there anything else? I don't think so. Let me just say a quick prayer and we'll get straight into the cards, okay? Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. Okay, so you guys, I've had to restart this video 3 times because my throat chakra keeps my throat keeps messing up and I can't talk and I sound raspy and all that. So I don't know what that's about. I've been doing, a massive amount of cleansing lately, so it shouldn't be my throat chakra. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some overall energy for the collective's highest good? The first card out we have is single parent responsibilities. And there's a little bit of a glare coming from outside, so you guys have to forgive me. We have honesty and truth. Oh no, here we go with the cards falling on the floor. Oh, we have snake. Not what it looks like. Almost dropped it again. Jesus. So you could be dealing with a snake and you want the truth about something. This could be, I don't know who this is yet, but I'm assuming that this isn't going to be for everybody. Remember, these messages are general, so one part of the message may resonate and another part may not, and that's okay. But someone here could be a single parent dealing with somebody that they're not what they thought. And this snake could have come about because there was unfinished business. This card came out in the pre-shuffle. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. We have ghosted. Okay, so we've got this. So this is what came out before. Somebody ghosted someone here. This could have been a parent to a child that's yours or vice versa. But there's an unfinished business or unresolved situation, and somebody could be a snake here. Let's get one more. Yeah, this has home foundation. Now, if you're not a single parent, you could just have a lot of responsibilities. You may be dealing with something with a snake here, and this snake either could be this other person in this relationship, or it could be someone that popped up within your relationship. Okay, so take it how it resonates. This could be why someone ghosted this person. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have look what's hidden. Read between the lines. So your answers may be not in what's being said, but what's not being said, okay? And intuitively, something's up, and you may have, your inner voice is telling you something's not right here. something about, you could be wanting to take a risk on trusting your intuition because you maybe have looked between the lines or read between the lines. This could have to do with somebody hooking up with someone and having a good time. This could have been what caused this breakup. This breakup with this comfortable, safe place. This could have been him hooking up with a secret admirer romantically and partying. This person could be a shapeshifter, twin flame, who made mistakes and now is anxious and worried. There could be travel involved. All right, let's switch decks. All right. So we have hookup and receipts. So you could be like finding out somebody had a friends with benefit or a fling relationship. There could be evidence of this, and this person could be guilty as charged. They could be being exposed. This could be spiritually or actually in the 3D. OMG, hold on. This could have caused you guys to split up. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, let's clarify single parent, please. We have turn, party, I can't even say this word without feeling extremely young, but whatever, it is what it is. Party animal. Indulging in surface pleasures. Sex, drugs, and alcohol. I can't say certain words, you guys, so you just have to read between the lines. All right, clarify single parent, please. Hung up, fixated, obsessed, attachment, focusing on. One more before I speak on it. Vacation. So you could have had like, okay, somebody could have had a romantic getaway, whether this is you or someone else, but you, whomever, were spending time with another person. Or you could be focusing on one-on-one time with your child, or okay, so again, this card says responsibilities at the bottom, and we have party animal, obsessive attachment, fixated, and romantic getaway or enjoying one-on-one time. So you could be dealing with your responsibilities while someone else is obsessing over you and you're just like, whatever, this is silly. Like, you could be a very responsible parent. Someone's a very responsible parent here. Clarify single parent, one more. Cloud 9. So this is emotionally fulfilling you. Being a parent, taking care of your child, making a nice, stable, safe home environment for you and your family. Yeah, you're doing a good job here, it looks like. Inner light, soul searching, finding true self, and living consciously. So exactly what I was just saying. So you could be spending time working on yourself, working on your home, being responsible, finding your true self, living consciously. And this is emotionally fulfilling for you. You being a single parent could actually be ecstatic about this situation. You could be enjoying being a single parent more than you were a two parent family, because somebody here is saying something weird. We have buttering up, using charm, persuasion, personal gain, finesse. tiptoeing, acting shady, sneaking around, avoiding getting caught. So yeah, so that could have something to do with things here. Somebody could be using charm with you, coming in and acting shady, sneaking around, going on vacations with other people, partying, hanging out, just interested in surface pleasures. Clarify honesty. This could be something you just want someone to be honest about. So you could have ghosted this person, or when you asked for honesty, they were like, I'm out. So we have laid up. So you want someone to be honest about being laid up with another person. So you could be wanting this honesty, this truth, and it could be coming in. It could be coming in about information regarding these intimate moments. Clarify honesty. I'm really interested to move on to snake and find out what it F up. So somebody effed up here. They're fearing failure, facing inadequate feelings. They limited themselves. So what I'm getting from this card is that they literally did this to themselves. They effed up, laid up with someone else, and now the truth is out. That they're a snake. Clarify honesty one more, please. Petty. Immature, small-minded, insignificant drama. This could be a masculine or feminine, right? You could feel like this individual is just really immature, and they could actually be trying to say, well, this is insignificant. What I did is no big deal. Like, it didn't mean anything to me. It was just a hookup. And you're like, no, that's not what it looks like to me. Mind games, last straw. So this could have been the last straw for you. These mind games that this individual is playing, this snake-like behavior, they could be gaslighting you. You could be at your breaking point. You could be just like, this is it. This is why I ghosted them. You could be saying that. Keeping it 100%. We have honesty. Showing true colors. So this snake be coming in and showing their true colors, or they've shown their true colors. You can see right through whatever it is that they've done. This snake. Light bulb moment. So you could have just had like a sudden realization about something. You could have prayed and asked for information or confirmation to your situation. You could have had a dream. Whatever the case was, it triggered you to have a sudden realization about the situation. You have become fully aware of what the snake has been doing. Their true colors. One more, please. We have hookup. So you are aware this and have had a sudden realization that this person has hooked up with someone else. This could be a fling or just friends with benefits. Now we've got frenemy. So you could be finding out this person's two-faced, that they had hidden intentions to hook up with someone else, have a fling with someone else, and now okay, also with frenemy and fake friends, I hate to say this, you guys, but this person could have hooked up with someone you know. Or it's somebody that they dated in the past. Someone you know about that maybe has been trying to be a friend to you at some point. Clarify unfinished business. Wow. Buttering up. It's out. Remember it was on the bottom of the deck or on the split? So now somebody could be using charm because they realize that there's unfinished business. They could be trying to finesse you and or butter up to you, and you're just like, come on. Yeah, so the weight is over here. We have lift off. Something has progressed forward here, and someone's trying to finesse finesse you when it comes to this unresolved situation. As soon as you figured out and had this sudden awareness that your person was doing this, you could have decided to move on, and now they're trying to butter you up. They're trying to hurry up and tell you something. Okay, so you could have actually acted fast here to like ghost someone. And or this individual found out you knew, you may have told them that you knew, you had this sudden awareness that they were doing something behind the scenes, being a snake, being dishonest, doing things that it wasn't what it was supposed to look like. So they could have said, oh, I'm working late, or I'm going out of town for work, or whatever. They could have actually been on like a vacation with another person. You could have said, you know, you're so immature, like you're an F up. Like this is what the cards say. You laid up with someone else. I want the truth. You're a snake. This person could have hooked up possibly with a friend, or they just are not your friend. They're two-faced. They hooked up with someone else and you are aware of it. And you're like keeping it 100%. You're just like, I know better. Now this person could be trying to butter you up. See this. Oh, graduation day. It's really dark. So this is just like lesson learned. You may have unfinished business with this person, but that's just the way you feel comfortable leaving it, perhaps. Because you're shook. There could be a plot twist here or an unexpected event. A sudden change. This could be why you ghosted this individual. We have knocked up pregnancy, baby on the way, expecting. You could actually be expecting. You may be getting ready to be a single parent. This could have happened while you were pregnant, which is absolutely, there's no excuse. So you could have ghosted this person. Now, if this is not your energy, and again, if you're a masculine, then obviously you're not going to be getting knocked up, right? So just, you know, disregard that. Remember, it's a general reading. One part may resonate, another part may not, okay? So this could be your energy, and you could be taking responsibility for becoming a single parent. The other thing is someone could have ghosted you while after getting you pregnant. They could have just done a disappearing act, and you're like having a baby on the way, you're expecting. And there could be receipts of this. This could be really affecting your home and your foundation. People pleaser, overgiving, nice guy, nice girl syndrome, doing anything and everything. So you could feel like this individual's done anything and everything behind the scenes. Clarify ghosted. So someone could have ghosted you while they were on some type of a rebound relationship. We have heart fog, mixed emotions, unclear feelings, wishy-washy. So this could be, you could be unclear on this person's actual intentions. You could feel like this person was intentionally causing upset. Yeah, this, so we have squad, close friends, birds of a feather, flock together, and soul tribe. This individual could have been getting together with someone you know, or somebody that was like your close friend. You could feel like maybe you had a falling out with this person, and you feel like they were purposely and intentionally causing upset in your relationship, provoking disputes. This could have happened at your home. If this is your situation, you guys, please let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. I read every comment. All right, let's clarify home foundation. These cards are upside down. Booty call. Wow. All about the sex. Somebody could have had a booty call to their home or your home. This could have happened in your home. Throwing hands. So you could have come home and you could have found your person in your home, even in your bed, with another person. Y'all, if this has been your experience, I am so incredibly sorry from my heart. This is crazy. And the thing is I wish I could just say that these things don't happen, but unfortunately they do happen. They very much happen. I have stories of my own that have transpired, and some people just have no regard for others. And I'm not a doctor, but they're sociopathic. They only think about themselves. And yeah, so let's clarify home foundation. Backtracking. Oops, I put that other card back. Okay, so backtracking. Regression, revisiting the past, going back on something. So you could be revisiting this. This person could be going back on what they said. Hold on, here's the card. So you could be throwing hands with this person because you came home and found them with another person. They could have been in bed with this person. And if it's not your home, this could, I don't know, let's find out more. Clarify home foundation. We have high vibing, good vibes, living life to the fullest and enjoying the present. You could be feeling like this person is just caring about themselves, or they're claiming that they just have good vibes. We have last straw. So yeah, this is overwhelming. You're just like, I'm so over this. Like, what the heck? One more, please. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, you're like, sorry, not sorry. You could have been like, you are not single. Obviously, you're not ready for a relationship, and you're on the hunt, and you have no regard. You could be you could be saying this person's neglecting their responsibilities, and they're avoiding accountability. So we have no cuff or upside down reverse cuffing season. So I'm taking that as like not single. Card says single on it. So let's just get one more here. So this could be the last straw. We have not today. Left on red, not in the mood, avoidance. So yeah, you could have had, this could have been the last straw, and you could have ghosted this person. Acting with urgency. You could have asked for help from someone. And now you're bossing up. You're like on a soul-searching path, self-empowerment. You could be okay with living independently. You could be a leader. You could have been very giving to this person. That's usually the way it is too. All right, let's keep going. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify single parent, please. What else does the collective need to know for their highest good? We have paranoid. I'm only taking these right side up, you guys. They're a little mixed up. So paranoid. You could be being very cautious about a situation, being guarded. This could be because you have a child or you have a child on the way. You could just be cautiously watching the situation. reading up, doing research, gaining insight. So yeah, you could be watching this situation carefully. You could be learning more, gaining some type of insight, or doing some sort of research here. We have high vibing again. Exact same card basically as before. Living life to the fullest, enjoying the present. So you could just be enjoying your child, or you know, if you're having a baby, you could be enjoying this time. Again, if you're a masculine, this is obviously not your part. Flip the roles. If you're a masculine, maybe this is going on with your person. And again, I do realize that not everybody is in a position to even have a baby. So if you're a woman and, you know, this is not your situation, just disregard that. So we have nosy, spreading rumors, and gossiping. You could be leaving and not caring about this situation. As the card says, bye, Felicia. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you. Next. Oh, yeah. To this soul contract, because there's receipts about it. You could have heard some sort of gossip, or you could have found some information like on social media. This person could have been paranoid that you were going to find out. They could have been just... Somebody could have been gossiping or spreading rumors, and you could have found this out. This could have been how you found something out and then decided to leave this person. Yeah, this was a spiritual union that you feel is guilty as charged, and you have receipts now from this information you could have found online. Clarify honesty. So now you could be saying this person's an F up. Yeah, this is opposites attract lessons. So you could have learned a lot of lessons from this individual. This person may not have been your usual type. Or now going into, maybe you're realizing that this type of person is not your type anymore. So you could be finding out, like, maybe you thought that you were attracted to them, and maybe you were for a second, but you could be like, oh, this isn't my type, really. You could be saying, I just want to have self-love and take back control and finally be happy after this petty person here lied and laid up with someone else. You could be calling this person an F up, or somebody's telling you that they effed up. One more for honesty. Yeah, this person's very toxic. They could have addictions. They could be addicted to SDX. They could hang out with the wrong crowd, just be very toxic. Somebody could have tried to give you bad advice. This could have been a frenemy. Some of the same stuff's coming out in this deck. So you could find out this toxic person had hidden intentions. They were two-faced. Yeah, this frenemy could literally be revealing secrets and spilling the beans about this situation. The truth could be coming out now. This is where the honesty comes in. So you could be like, this person's untrustworthy, this frenemy, this toxic frenemy. Yeah, you could have said goodbye. You said deuces to this individual. You were fed up and cutting ties and walking away from this snake. After this light bulb moment came in. This sudden realization. Y'all, the same, is this deck the same? We have cuffing season again. Now it's in the upright. So you could be single and ready to mingle, on the hunt now after this particular individual did what they did and you had to say goodbye. This snake did what they did. That's too many. Yeah, you could be cleansing yourself of this situation. You could be ridding yourself of this negativity and trying to purify yourself and your life after this. After this karmic that you were chained to, this lustful karmic, This codependent, lustful, karmic. You could feel like this person has a lot of attachments, unhealthy attachments. And you could see that there's a lot of work to be done here, a lot of shadow work to be done. Clarify unfinished business, please. Yeah, you could be shook. You could be, somebody could say, oh, shucks. But yeah, you could be shook by this situation and it could have gone on unresolved. We have conflict resolution. So this person could be coming in and trying to butter you up to make amends, saying, oh, I want a positive outcome. They could have come in like really quickly and said, oh, I'm leveling up, whatever. But this acquired wisdom of this situation could have just shook you, and you may not be willing to resolve this. Maybe you are, that's up to you, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Clarify unfinished business. Intimacy. This is missing you. Chemistry, coming into union, passion. So this person could be coming in saying, the conflict resolution I would like to suggest is this, and this is what this person could be saying, is we need more passion and intimacy in our relationship. This is my idea of conflict resolution. This is crazy. And I know it's not funny, you guys, but yeah, that's what this individual could be saying. They could be, yeah, because they got caught red-handed. They could be like, well, I wasn't getting my needs met, or because we were expecting, I didn't want to ask you for anything, or if you get what I'm saying. But these secrets have been exposed. You could be surprised and shocked by this intimacy this person was having with someone else. You could have, like I said before, you could have walked in your own home and caught this person red-handed in bed with someone else, having intimate, you know, time. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm talking weird today. I feel like I'm having a hard time finishing my sentences. It's really strange, so my apologies. Yeah, so we have ghosted, disappearing. Envy, hater, spiteful, jealousy. You could be finding out that this person they were on the rebound with. Hold on. Okay, so you could feel like this person has unpredictable intentions, that they're spiteful, they're a hater. This could be why you ghosted this person. Now, you could have ghosted them, your person, or you could, this soul contract, or you could have found out that this was someone you know, and you could have ghosted them. There could be pictures. Now, we have another card of missing you after you ghosting this person. They could be, because they have regrets. They could be reminiscing and missing you. They could be looking at your pictures online or on their phone. They could, you could have felt like they were cold and detached, or now this person feels like you're cold and detached and you won't tell them your true feelings or your deep emotions. Someone could be secretly in love with someone. Oh my gosh, this situation is crazy. Clarify ghosted. Can I get one more? New boo. Learning each other, new love. So somebody could be secretly in love with this new boo. You could even seen this in pictures. You could be feeling jealous and upset. I'm kind of getting that, like, you may have felt that way a little bit, but now the more that maybe you talk to your friends and family about this, or you just, you know, go over it in your head, you could just be like, I'm fine. Like, this person needs to kick rocks. We have new boo and my boo that's come out now. Official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. So maybe you were actually seeing this person openly. And this could be hurting. You could be feeling depressed, and or this person is depressed. Now also, and I'm sorry if this is transpired, but you could have felt like this person ghosted you for a rebound relationship that you may have pictures of. This could have created some pain and sorrow for you as well. Did I show you guys this? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Long haul. So you could have been into it like for the long term. You could be invested. This is weird. Yeah, you could have been in it to win it, long-term intentions, and now you're fed up over it and not having it. You could be frustrated. Clarify home foundation. Black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. Unfinished business. Reconciliation, forgiveness, and proposal. This particular energy could be wanting you to go against expectations to walk away from them. So if you've like talked to your family, your friends, your sister, your brother, whomever about the situation, you could be like, this is the last straw. This booty call that they had was the last straw. And you could be backtracking over other information. And you could be like, no, not today. Bye, Felicia. This is not going on. And this particular energy could be coming in and saying, oh no, and they could be trying to finesse you and say, let's reconcile. But in my personal opinion, you guys, once a cheater, always a cheater. One more for home. One last card for home foundation. Oh my goodness, reconciliation. This is two cards that say reconciliation, resolving issues, getting back together. This sneaky person could still be hiding information and they want to reconcile. Wow. Let's just take a couple more cards. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify single parent. What does the collective need to know? Trust your intuition. This is going back to the very first card that I pulled saying, trust your intuition, collective. Someone could be born May 5th or be 55 years old. Can I get one more, please? Control, Alt, Delete. So you could be like, I trust my intuition. I'm getting rid of this toxic situation. Someone could be 59. Someone could be born in these years as well, 59 or 52. Clarify honesty. What does the collective need to know about honesty? Holy Spirit. Sidetracked. Truth lives. Oh my goodness. This is clarifying honesty, you guys. Someone could be born in August or something happened in August, or someone could be 34 years old. So you could feel like all this truth sidetracked you. This truth about this toxic person, this frenemy that's revealing secrets. This could be this person that is your friend, or this could be your ex-partner, or this baby mama or baby daddy. We have hostile work environment. This could be somebody you worked with. Somebody could be 28 or be born or be 25 or 27 even. And they could be born in August on one of those dates. Doesn't have to be. Something could have happened. We have dragging their feet in committal. So this person could be dragging their feet when it comes to you. They could actually be telling you this. You could feel like they're non-committal and untrustworthy. They could be, we have playing hooky. So you could feel like this individual is just completely non-committal, completely absent when it comes to this relationship. Now, with hostile work environment and playing hooky here together, there could be some aspect of someone lying, saying they were at work, but they were playing hooky. They could have said that they got sidetracked with this other individual and they want to be honest about it. Clarify snake. Opportunities await. So this snake, this lustful karmic frenemy could be like, okay, well, opportunities await. I have to move on. Or maybe that's your energy. Someone could have opened the door to something here. Open the door to a hookup. This could be somebody they worked with. Clarify snake. Easily distracted. So this individual could have worked with this person. They could be easily distracted. You could be trusting your intuition about this. Somebody is coming in to be honest, or you could be asking someone to be honest here, or for this person to be honest. Clarify unfinished business. Heart on their sleeve. So you could wear your heart on your sleeve and you could just be like, I don't deserve this. This with change and lust and karmic all together, I'm really getting like lust demon energy, like attachment. So like, and not only that, but what this person's words are saying and what their actions are completely different. So you could just be like, this person is so caught up in having relations or things go on here that they're saying that they're not going to do it, but then they're doing it, right? There could be, yeah, we have unwilling to share. So you could be like, I'm not willing to share. You're going to have to go. You could be wearing your heart on your sleeve and being like, look, I loved you. I love you, whatever. And that might not change, but I'm unwilling to share. This is after you caught someone here. Them and you being shook. You could be like, I'm unwilling to share. Someone could be born on the 12th of the month or be 32 or 41, 47. Clarify unfinished business. One more. Lights on, but no one's home. Kind of like what I was saying. So like you could be like telling this person and they're agreeing with you, but it's not computing. Clarify ghosted. You will win in the end. Someone could be born in 76 or be 43 years old. Clarify ghosted. Resourceful. So you could be very resourceful when it comes to things. You could be resourceful in dealing with, this person could be knocked up or pregnant. You could be resourceful when it comes to the way you found out about what's gone on here. Someone could be 58 or 43. Maybe I just said that. Encore. So this person could be wanting an encore. They want another go around with you. They could be born in 74. Someone is here. Clarify home foundation. Caught. Again, you guys, caught at a home? You could have literally caught this person, and this was the last straw. This reading is so clear, you guys. I feel like this is it. This is all the information that needs to come out. Clarified home foundation, please. So you could be like, I'm not reconciling with you. This person could be wanting to resolve these issues, and you're like, no, you're caught. This is childish. This is immature, and I'm not interested. Not today, not ever. Deep-seated discrimination. So this person would be happy if you just didn't talk. They want to be chained to you. You could be saying that they have unhealthy attachments and you're done talking, or this person has stopped talking about something, and we have stuck in the middle. So this could be how you feel, like this is childish. You're like feeling stuck in the middle. You could even be feeling like you're discriminated in regards to something. Or now you just are not, yeah, you're being cautious. So you could have you could be wanting to discriminate against being with this individual and their childish behavior, being caught. Someone could be born in January or September 1967 or 70. Someone involved here could be 36 or 46. We have aiding and abetting. So essentially you're not willing to be part of this situation. This person could have actually got someone knocked up, and you're like, you can't stay at my home anymore. Like, I'm not going to be okay with this. Leveling up. And scarce mentality. So you could be a glass half full person, and this person could be trying to make things sound like, oh, like, how are you going to level up? You need help. We can do this together. And you're like, I'm not going to be stuck in the middle of this. You've been having booty calls with other person and got someone knocked up. I'm not going to allow you to be at my home. You're a backstabber and you're a liar. That's just what the cards are saying. One more final card for Home Foundation. Unrequited love. You're like, I'm done with this. You're not interested anymore. As soon as somebody would cheat on me, I would not be interested anymore, and I would ghost them as well. I've done it before, so I get it. Let's get a positive message to close out this reading. Let's also get a few signs real quickly. I would love it if you guys would like the reading. It's a free way of helping the channel and getting these messages out to others. Now, this could be, these signs I'm pulling, these signs could be your sign, their sign, somewhere in someone's natal chart. So we have just about every sign in our natal chart. Most of us do. So this could be your, like I said, your zodiac, sun sign, or theirs, or even something could have transpired during these seasons, okay? We have Aquarius and Leo. Can I get a couple more, please? Virgo. Can I get one more? Or two. Oh, three. We have Libra, Virgo again, and Aquarius again. So Libra's the only new one here. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Let's get a positive message to close out. Guess we're not using that deck. Sorry about the noise, you guys. It literally just fell right out. Like, see how this goes on top? And I went to grab it, and the bottom part just fell right out onto the floor. So, oops. Okay. So I'm going to use this Rebecca Campbell Healing Waters Oracle. Let's get a couple positive messages out of this. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get a positive message for the collective to close out this reading? We have cleansing, releasing the old, new beginnings, collective. This is amazing. I mean, what a good way to close out this reading, talking about cleansing. Let me go into the thing here and find it. Cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, and new beginnings. Water has been deeply associated with both physical and spiritual cleansing since ancient times. We use water to cleanse our day away as we bathe, and many of the world's faith traditions use water as a means of spiritual purification, from immersion in holy rivers to baptism and ritual beliefs. Pilgrims around the world journey to numerous sites for the healing and cleansing qualities of waters. The water in the grounds of Japan's Hongu, Senjin, Tasha, and Shinto shrine at the foot of sacred Mount Fuji is seen as both deeply holy and self-purifying. Flowing from the melting snow at the volcano's mountain summit, it forms washing pools that call people to them from near and far. Many believe that these pools are very mystical and powerful. Local legend says that the depth of the pool waters magically changes according to the size of the person who enters them, adapting to the level of their submergence. While visiting the healing water sites of the world is an incredible thing to do, we don't need to travel to experience the healing and cleansing power of water for ourselves. You probably already use water in this way, although perhaps not consciously. As you shower or bathe, or as you wash your hands, consider the water and call on it to support you by washing away what's coming to an end or is no longer in alignment, leaving space for what you'd like to birth anew. What's no longer in alignment or coming to an end that you are ready to release. Y'all, this reading is like, this is how readings are, but we are so tapped in, okay? So just know, this is a call for you to cleanse, release the old, and get ready for these new beginnings. Cleanse yourself. Think about what's coming to an end or is no longer in alignment with you, your thoughts, your life, your family, and this will leave space for new beginnings. This is such an amazing way to close the reading out. Perhaps you need to think about doing a spiritual bath, taking an Epsom salt bath. There's spiritual bath salts that people sell, but this may be a good way to remove whatever energy you've absorbed from this situation. And if you are a single parent, female, and you are expecting or have a child, I know how difficult it can be to be on your own, but I believe you are fully supported by the universe at this time. And when we take steps to take care of ourselves and we address what we do not want and then what we do want in our life, whether this is friends, family, career, partner, when we know exactly what we want, what we will not put up with, and that it's not even an option for you to meet someone or invite someone into your life and have them be toxic or dysfunctional or treat you bad or cheat, you will start to trust your intuition if you don't already fully trust your intuition. And when the universe brings a person into your life that is like this, you are going to be able to see it very quickly, right? So it's usually a test. It's like, okay, Sarah, I'm just using this as an example. Sarah has decided that she's not interested whatsoever in a cheating lifestyle, an open relationship, or somebody who is unavailable, either emotionally or physically. A lot of times the universe will send you that exactly what you said you did not want in order to test you and to also help strengthen your connection to your intuition. Because if you don't trust your intuition now, I fully trust my intuition, right? So like for me, I would trust like, okay, I have to trust the universe. I have to trust my intuition is right about this individual and something seems off. Then, you will be able to trust your intuition as well. It will come depending on your age. Like I'm almost 50, so I have experienced a lot of life. But if you're younger, if you're like, 25 or 30, even though I think we've gone through a lot at 30, we've gone through double that by the time, let's say we're 50. So there's going to be a difference in how everyone trusts their intuition or not based on the experiences that we've had, right? So that being said, if you're still learning to trust your intuition, it's completely okay. You can build up this trust with your intuition by learning what it feels like when your intuitive inner voice is speaking to you, right? And learning to trust that, because you will find out one way or another down the line if your intuition was correct. Everything comes to light at some point, okay? So just, everybody's on their own path. Everybody's on their own different cycles, right? They're different timelines. So just know that your intuition is not going to lie to you, okay? Now, please do let me know in the comments, you guys, if you feel like sharing, if this is something you've experienced, if you trust your intuition fully, or if you are still learning to trust your intuition. I'm really interested to find out. But, a lot of times when we don't have cold, hard proof of a situation transpiring, and our intuition is like going off and all these red flags are coming to mind and we don't trust our intuition, normally we will find out that we should have, right? And so this is also another way that we can build up our trust with our inner voice. Does that make sense? So it's not always about listening to your intuition and trusting your intuition. Sometimes we have to build that intuition by not listening to our intuition. And so I don't recommend that. I always recommend listen to your intuition. Your inner voice is not going to lie. It's not going to steer you wrong. So, nobody wants to find out the hard way, right? By not listening. So anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys. I hope that you like the reading. I would love to have you subscribe. Also, if you are on this channel and you want to go check out my other readings on my other channel, it's Sacred Wisdom Oracle Tarot. And so you can check that out. And yeah, I'd love to have you subscribe and become part of the family here and over there. All right, you guys, just know you are so incredibly loved and that things will work out for you. Sometimes we just need to be very clear and go through experiences and say, oh, I've been through that. That is not something that I want. And sometimes it just takes time to understand ourselves and mature and understand what it is we want. And some of us are late bloomers, so don't feel bad about yourself. Just realize that these experiences that we are here on this planet going through are all experiences that we need in order for our soul to grow. Okay? So don't feel bad. Everybody's on a different timeline. Everybody's on a different path, and it takes time for us to learn, right? So don't feel bad about yourself. Yes, it can be upsetting. It can be depressing. It can be painful, and it can kind of feel like there's, if you find out that you have to break up with somebody or stop having a closer relationship with somebody because they've broken your trust, then it was something that was meant to happen, unfortunately. And to use that as an experience and realize, okay, this is definitely not something that I am interested in. I deserve better. And for you to be able to say that about yourself, sometimes we have a lot of trauma. It's very common. Everybody has trauma, but there's different levels of trauma that we experience in our life. And these kinds of situations can be very traumatic, right? So just be very kind to yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, okay? Like I said, soak in a nice hot bath. Put some bubbles in it, put some essential oils, put some different salts, and cleanse away. Say a prayer. Ask for the universe to now bring you in what you deserve after releasing. And it may take time. Time is something that really does heal all wounds. But you have to be ready to get back on the horse, so to speak, right? That's such a weird term. But anyway, so that being said, me and my ex, who I thought was my forever person, I looked at us as we were together for 14 years, and I looked at us as being together for the rest of our lives. I looked at us as getting old together and living our lives. But, circumstances arise and, trust erodes and these kinds of things happen. And now it's like we're broke up. We basically, I ghosted him because of certain things that transpired that I was not okay with. I didn't want to ghost him. I didn't. And my point about just telling you guys this is we broke up, and it took me like years before I even felt comfortable dating again. So because, when you think of yourself being on one timeline with one individual for the rest of your life, and then that situation doesn't work out. So it could have worked out possibly if we had the communication skills to work things out in our relationship. But there's always external factors. Sometimes it's about children. It's about adult children. It's about mothers, fathers, family members that want to get involved in our relationship that have no business being in our relationship. And when people don't protect you, they don't stand up for you and have your back, you feel like you're an outsider in your own relationship. This can happen as well. So my point is that going back to what I was saying, in your own time, you are going to be able to finally move on. And it may take time. It could take a year or 5 years, right? So do not feel bad about yourself. In the meantime, while you're processing all of this, work on a hobby that you enjoy. Try something new. Take a class. Get some education on something new, right? Take care of yourself, right? So that way, it's always a nice thing to have a glow up, right? So let's say, you break up with your ex and you're like, I'm not ready to date for a year, or, you'll just decide when you're ready. And in the meantime, do your thing. Have your glow up, right? Get your hair cut and styled, or change the color, or do something, start working out again, or continuing to work out, or meet a friend group, or whatever it is. And so that way, when you do decide to get back on the horse, you are in a position where you feel empowered. You've taken care of yourself. You've loved yourself. You've cleansed yourself. You have spiritually reconnected with yourself, right? Because sometimes we can get disconnected and we can feel like, oh, this world sucks. Look at what I've experienced in my life. And we get down on ourselves, and it happens. It's normal. However, anytime you have that feeling of, oh, this is messed up. Who wants to live a life like this? I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm, sleeping in and, not showering and being lazy, eating food I shouldn't eat, whatever, right? Whatever it is that is your thing, own it. You can feel like that for a little while. It's a way of accepting and understanding that there's literally an ending, spiritual death to this soul contract. And it's okay to honor that. It's okay to mourn someone that you have lost, or like not lost, like actually lost, but you know, when we break up with people and we think we're going to be with them forever, we actually feel like this individual has passed away, because we know that it's not going to be what we originally thought it was going to be, and that can blindside you, right? So that being said, it's okay. Honor yourself, honor your feelings, honor your emotions when it comes to relationships that you know, you could be literally blindsided by this situation. You could be, you know, there's a whole lot of factors at play here, and I'm not gonna, I don't have time to go into all of them, but just know that you are loved. The universe loves you and wants you to have what you want. And the only thing stopping you from having what you want is generally yourself. So again, honor yourself, cleanse your life, start new beginnings. Anytime you have a thought about something negative, perhaps that you feel about yourself or how things ended or whatever with a relationship, replace it with something positive. I know it can be extremely difficult, but replacing your negative thoughts with a positive, even if you don't even really believe it in the beginning, it will start to help you heal and start to help you understand that, like, this is the way it is. This is, you know, you crossed my boundaries, and now I've decided that there's no hope for us. This is not going to work, especially if there's a cheating situation. Now, everybody has what they will and what they will not put up with, right? So just remember that you're getting confirmation from the universe right now that it's time to release the old perhaps situations, the old perhaps people, relationships, things that are no longer serving you, and or actions that you've accepted by others, right? Maybe it's time to release those. And then just think about the new beginnings coming in for you. Okay? Not only do you deserve this, but you can have everything that you want in life. Now, please do remember that life has its ups and downs. We are here to learn. And that being said, it's really important to remember that the things that we are here experiencing are all different for everyone. But what we're here experiencing is what is meant for us to go through and experience so we can learn, right? Everyone's soul's journey is completely different. That's what makes everyone also so unique from one another. We're not all here learning the same things on the same timeline as everyone else, right? Anyway, please do, you know, take these readings as confirmation or clarification, and or just a grain of salt, okay? And if this was your situation, please do let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. And if not, then I hope this was a little entertainment for you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.